Hey everybody, this is CortexRations here again with another ration review, and I was gone for a few weeks. I apologize about that. Try to get back on my schedule. That was just me being pure lazy. I don't have any excuse. But today I have we were doing those LRPs and all the other ones, cold levers and all that for a few weeks. But we're gonna do another 1986 MRE. That same one I did with barbecue beef slices from the same person I bought that from. This is menu number 2. Ham and Chicken Loaf from Freedom, New York, Incorporated. And as you watched my last video on that same company, tell you to all the fans about what happened there with them, lawsuits and all that. So they only did rations for a couple of years. It wasn't in the greatest shape, the one I had, so I'm a little worried, but we'll check this one out. Maybe this one's in a little bit better shape. This menu, the Ham and Chicken Loaf, it was only around for the first generation. I believe 87 was its last year, once 88 hit. And they made all those changes in menus. This was one that went bye-bye. It's basically your spam menu, basically. This is the spam menu. So, without further ado, let's just get this guy open. Quit lollygagging. Let's just get this guy open. Alright. Let's see what we got going on here. This is pre-beverage base, so I guess I'm going to get Coke beverage, maybe. If I don't, then I'm just getting coffee. Alright, so first off we have pears here. We have our freeze-dried pears. Can't really see it very well, but always love me some freeze-dried pears. Freeze-dried peaches, the cocktail mix, they're all good. And here we go with our crackers, the nice salted ones. Delicious little things here. Even if everything else is bad, these are still going to be good. Still good. It's always a great sign. Next up is our pineapple nut cake. This would be interesting. This thing could be dark and disgusting, but we'll see what happens there when I open that guy up in a little bit. And then obviously before our brown MRE spoon, we got our nice MCI style white spoon. We have here our accessory packet here. Also packed by Freedom, New York. Sometimes these brown bags and some MCIs will have different companies that have the for who made the accessory pack, but luckily it seems like they did. And here's our main item here, Ham and Chicken Loaf. As you see here, it's done by Del Monte Frozen Foods. So this is actually done by a name brand. Usually MCIs, sometimes you'd have name brands in it, not very often. That was more like a World War II and Korea era. A lot of the stuff was made by companies you heard of, like Kraft, and Carr would make the crackers. That's a brand you could buy in stores. Now, everything's made within companies that make stuff just for the military. But first few years of MREs, they had like Del Monte. I believe Green Giant does this as well. Some companies you heard of before. And last but not least, we have some peanut butter. I was a little worried to think I was going to get some cheese spread, but it looks like we got some peanut butter again. Have yet to get cheese spread in these yet. Now, I think I have one left of this company's one, so I think it's like turkey diced with gravy. That might have cheese spread, but we'll find out. Alright, let's get this guy open. I'm going to throw it into the water after we get it open. And as you'll see when I open it here, once I get it open, really good. And these are smaller. These are smaller. Like you see, this is only 5 ounces. They bumped it up to 8 for most entrees by 88. Even today, there's only a couple, like the beef patty and stuff. It's only about that size. So there you go. There's your ham and chicken loaf, and the date on it, as I didn't actually look, is the 219th day of 1985, so this is as well in 1986 as I figured. So I'm going to go throw this guy into the pot, and then I'll be back and we'll take a look at the other items. Be right back. Alright, I am back. So let's first, open our accessory packet here, get out some things, show the stuff, and it's about your you expect usually. This is accessory packet A. It's got your coffee, cream substitute, sugar, salt, chewing gum, matches, toilet paper. It's a pretty basic one. It's your basic one. always like the ones with the fancy stuff in it, but you know, they can't always have the ones with the candy and the ketchup and all that. So there's your toilet paper. You know, you've seen it once, you've seen it a million times in these guys, and this is done by Tufco, Green Bay, Wisconsin. Very interesting. We have your cream substitute, dry, non-dairy, done by Right Way Packaging Incorporated, Northfield, Minnesota. Got your matches. Matches are a little weird looking. You might not be able to catch that quite as much on the camera, but it's way less green than normal. It's like almost faded. I don't know what's going on there with that. And once again, I have a coffee instant type 1, a staple of my videos. It seems like about every video I've done has had a instant type 1. I'm just going to have a big load of them. Maybe I'll do a giveaway for instant type 1s at one point. Have our idolized salt, Diamond Crystal Salt Company. Nice. Got our sugar. Look at that giant writing on there. This is funny to me. And same Diamond Crystal Salt Company. But look at that giant font on there. I mean, you really want to know it's sugar. Oh, we didn't get the chiclet box. That's too bad. But you know, we got our chiclets here. I was hoping to get the box. I always like the box. You know, the fun thing, but I wish they were like the international one, Canadian one that have different flavors in the 90s. That would have been great. They have like the random like cherry ones. It's always spearmint or cinnamon or you know all those. You know, it'd be nice to just have like cherry or like real mango flavor, something cool like that. All right, let's get these crackers open. Where's this thing? There it is. All right, let's see here. Let's see if we get a nice hiss on this. Actually, did not get a hiss, or at least I didn't hear it. Actually, the rip didn't get the seal. Actually, let's try this again. Oh, actually, it did. I just didn't hear it. That's a little worrying. Hopefully, I just didn't hear it. Let's see here. I'll smell it. Well, it doesn't smell perfect, but it don't smell stale. All right. So there's the nice salted crackers here. I could just feel the salt on them, picking them up. And you can see they break apart so easily. Like, look at this. Look at that. You cannot do that with most modern ones. Modern one, I mean, you got about a 10% chance of them breaking in perfect squares. I'm going to break all of these in a perfect squares. Look at that. Look at that. That's beautiful. Oh my goodness. That's exciting. Now let's get these pears out. I'm saving the pineapple nut cake for last because I'm really hoping that I open that thing and it's just in perfect condition because I'd really like to try it. I probably won't. We'll see how it smells when I open it. All right, where is the stain on here? What the heck? I don't think they put a tear on here. Tear notch. What the heck? Alright, well there's no tear notch, so I guess I gotta do it myself. Alright. That had a nice hiss a little bit. Let's see how this thing fared. Well, it's still white, which is a good sign. You open this thing up and it's like dark and weird. That's never a good sign, but this it's like really weird glossiness. I've never seen it like that before. You might not be able to catch it. Oh, there it is. You can see a little bit. It's like got this weird glossiness. I've never really seen something like that before. It's probably the sugar that's in it, but I've just never noticed that before. So I don't know. That's strange. Alright. I got a mess. I'll just clean up after. Alright. Got sugar all over me. See, they don't have moist towelettes yet. This is when I need it. So next is our pineapple nut cake. And this is very exciting. These nut cakes were around until the early 90s. I think 92 or 93 was the last year for them. I've had one that was alright, and it wasn't too bad. But most of them usually aren't very good anymore. But we'll find out if this one's still good. And this is the pineapple nut cake, as I said. So, you know, you got fruit and nuts in there. All could be bad signs. Alright. Let's see here. Doesn't smell too bad, actually. I've had a really dark one before. It smelled terrible. I don't think this is going to be as bad as that one. Alright, let's pull this guy out and try not to have it fall apart. I don't know what the original color was supposed to be, but this is much more lighter than the one I had before. I had one that was pure black. And this one's actually not that bad. And it doesn't smell terrible. Actually, it still smells like pineapple, but you know, it's a fruity cake, and nuts get fruity smelling when they get old, so that's not helpful in finding out if that's good or not. So we'll be back once we get our main nice and heated up. I will be right back, everybody. Alright, there he is in the flesh, nice and hot, the ham and chicken loaf. And a little side tip, a little side fact I should say. Back in the first generation, they would sometimes replace the menus if they didn't have enough for menu 9 and 12, I believe. Menu 9 chicken a la king would sometimes be replaced by either beefsteak or cooked beef. It's actually never been seen on YouTube, so I've been looking for that. It's just hard to get, and I've popped up on eBay a few times. I missed out on it. Menu 12 would sometimes be, I forget what menu 12 was. I'd have to go look it up. I'm too lazy, but menu 12 would sometimes be 12B, just like 9 would be 9B sometimes, which would be just chicken loaf. That's another one I don't think's been shown, and that's not as interesting as menu 9, just being a whole different menu. That's just the ham and chicken loaf without any ham involved, but keep my eye open for it. Maybe I'll try to find both of those and put them all here on my channel, but I thought that was really interesting. So enough of my blabble. Let's open this guy up. Alright, just make sure I get the right side here. Alright. You know, this is just such a weird menu item, you know, and it's the first generation, you know, they're learning, but you know, it's the Spam menu. And I think if you brought this out today, I think you'd make a lot of soldiers very mad. Alright, let's take a little smell here. Smells like a nice ham chunk. It smells like ham. This is basically ham, which is funny because one of the menus is ham slice. So let's pour this guy out. You know, some weird gunky juice is going to probably come out with it. Nope. No juice. But it's juicy. It is juicy, as you can see. There's I mean, what is in there? Beaks, feathers, pigtail. That'd be a good one in there. Pig snout, pig brain. I mean, not to be gross, but I mean that's what I'm just guessing is in this saying. I could be wrong, but I have this weird vibe, and you know, I can get the box. Where's the box at? It says, you know, as you can see on here, it says ham, cooked chicken. You know, that's not very descriptive. It could be just about anything in there, and you know, that's a little worrying. But you know what? As long as I don't find an actual feather in here or beak, you know, I'm not very picky on, you know, I don't care what's in here, is what I'm trying to say. So, you know, let's break this guy up a little bit. It doesn't smell weird. You know, this whole menu, you know, this has actually turned out much better than the previous one. What is that? Oh, is that piece of ham? Okay, I got a little worried for a second. I was like, oh no, I was making this stuff up, and here's a weird piece of product in there. But no, that was just a piece of ham. You know, I've had this a couple times. I had a 84, and I had another one. I can't remember what year that one was. This one is a little bit better than normal. It's not as dry. The ones I've had have been a little bit drier. Sometimes I get that preservative aftertaste, so we'll have to see if this one gets it, but I don't think it will. I have a good vibe about this. Let's try a cracker real quick. So well, let's try this by itself. I'm gonna try a cracker. I'm gonna put some of this on the cracker, because this seems like that's the way to go. So what's that? Well, not that big a bite. Jeez, what is wrong with me? So there's that there. See if we get nice and focus on it. Sorry, focus is kind of a jerk sometimes. It's here. No, I can't get a good focus on it. It's just a pile of meat, and it just doesn't know what to do with that. Let's try to get a bite with some ham in it too. So I feel like I'm just getting chicken chunk with that one. Here we go. So there's that. You get a little bit of ham, a little bit of chicken. Let's put down the hatch. All right, let's try it. I'm waiting to see if the aftertaste comes. And it's here a little bit. Yep. Ooh. It's a set preservative aftertaste. These Ham and Chicken Loaves seem to always get that. I just think these just don't age well with that. It's not inedible at all. It's pretty good. But you get, I've noticed at least the 3 I've had, they always get a preservative aftertaste. I don't know what's up with that. I've had a ham slice too, and it's been the same way. It's pretty good. You know, for me, it's just my kind of thing. I don't know. It's just really simple. I mean, this is just a really simple menu. You know, it's just chunks of chicken, chunks of ham. You know, and there's multiple ways you can, you know, turn this into something. You know, like I said, you put it on one of these crackers, which we're going to try right now. Nice and salty. I mean, they basically taste like a saltine you would get off the shelf. It's not like there's something different about it, but, you know, they're just really good. I love saltines. So that works for me. You know, what better way, the saltiness of a cracker, than take some salty meat, and it's really salty is what I should say about this meat here. This stuff is salty, and you just add saltiness on here. Combine this salty, this is just salt fest. Hope you got water on hand, cause woo, down the hatch. Yeah, that's the way to go. And actually, the cracker and the salted cracker, I think, kind of pushes back that preservative taste that's kind of formed up from the age of this. So I do recommend that's what you do when you eat this. I'll probably eat this whole thing, to be honest, when I turn the camera off. Sometimes I don't. I'll be honest, some menus I'm just like, throw it away. That, the teriyaki last time I didn't eat most of it. I'll just be honest about it. But I'm going to eat all this. Alright, let's get this peanut butter. Oh man, this is some hard peanut butter too. Something like that. That's what happened last time. Look at that, I just smash it and it just forms into place. Just some plastic peanut butter right here, and it's just, the juice is up there, I think. I think the best way is to open it from down here, because if I don't, I'm just going to get juice central. I don't think you can really need this one. It's so like, oh jeez. Oh, look at the thing's peeling apart. That's good. It's like I can barely, like this is some, oh my god. I'm just going to use my finger, because this is, holy crap. This is like the toughest peanut butter I've ever had. This is some, I've had one on here before as Play-Doh. This thing is tough. It's almost like, I feel like I chewed a piece of steak or something, and it's in my hands, not to be gross, but this is what it's like chewed meat texture. It's weird. Alright. I'm just going to try this by itself first. Maybe I should take a big bite. Oh, it's like, it has like a chew to it. What the heck? Oh, that's strange. It tastes normal. But why is there like a chew to it? Why is it so tough? I've, like MCI's, I've seen some tough peanut butter before. But this thing's like textured. Not like texture like that, but it's just like, it has a chew to it. Not like a peanut butter chew. It has a chew. It's very strange. Let's put it on this one with cracker. Maybe I'll make it a little bit more manageable. It's just weird to me to have chewable peanut butter. It's like a, God. No, not too bad. It's not the best flavored peanut butter I've had though. It's kind of aging where it's kind of boring flavor now. Very strange. It just lost a lot of its unique flavor. Alright, let's try this guy out. Man, this is like the weirdest one I've ever had for these freeze-dried fruits too. I don't know what's going on with these. It's not as styrofoam as normal. It almost looks like it's been like put on a grill with these the brown bits, which is probably the fruit getting a little bit older, but you know. It does smell a little strange. That's weird. I've never had it smell like that. I'll take a small bite. Maybe this isn't alright, but we'll find out. Let's take a little nibble. Hold my bite. No, that tastes fine. I don't know what's up with the texture of it. I've had, a million of these. It's never looked like that. You might not be able to see it as much on the camera as I can in real life, but there's just something a little strange about the look of it. I don't know. Alright, let's break this guy up and look in here. Oh boy. Alright, so there's nuts in there and pineapple. I'm sure both of them weren't supposed to be black at one point. I would hope not. I know for sure that pineapple was not supposed to be that color. And, well, I mean, both things aren't supposed to be that color. Let's just be honest here. I'm a little worried about trying this, but I'm on the video. I might as well, right? Let's do it. Take it the smallest nibble, and my mouth is gonna go numb. Here we go. Got good flavor so far, but that doesn't mean much. Man, I'm giving it a second before I say this is great. I'm not noticing any numbness yet. I feel like it would have been there by now. 3, 2, 1. All right. That's where I say this is still good. What? I would have looked at that and said nope, because I figured the nuts were going to be numb and be gross. The fruit was going to be all like fermented and just strong, like just alcoholic almost taste. Nope. That tastes probably, as I imagine, 90% the same as it did when it was out originally. That's crazy. Wow. I might actually eat this whole thing too. I might be a little cautious eating it, but I think it's still perfectly edible. I'm a little surprised about all this. Everything's still fine. What's funny enough is the worst thing in here is the peanut butter. How is that possible? How does that happen? What the heck? All right, that was the last thing here. We'll do our gum as usual. I can't believe that. I don't even need this gum to cleanse any palate because my mouth tastes fine. I have no weird aftertaste in my mouth. Nothing. All right, down the hatch. That's all. Sorry, talk my mouth full. Alright. That is perfectly soft, has a good chew. Sometimes they get really hard or get brittle. It wasn't at all. It tastes like fresh, like I had fresh chiclets. A nice peppermint flavor to it. I don't know how much has changed over the years, but I do feel like the flavor stays a little bit longer in these older ones. But really good gum. I always like that. I'm more of an spearmint person over peppermint, but I'm not going to discriminate against peppermint. So overall, I mean, this is a really good menu to me. I think it did serve its time, though. I don't think it needed to be a menu, but this is enjoyable for what it is. It's ham and chicken loaf. It's Spam. It's like, I'm not expecting a steak or some fancy Italian dish. It's Spam. I'm not going to criticize it for what it is. The crackers are always fantastic with the salt. The peanut butter was strange. I don't know what happened with that. It's just not that great. It's not terrible, but I'm not going to eat the rest of that, to be honest. The freeze-dried fruit is always amazing. I recommend you find one of those. Get a menu just for that. I would say get a menu just for that. And this pineapple nut cake, I wouldn't recommend it because you're probably not going to find one in this quality. I'm sorry, but you could probably buy 20 of these and you might get one that's good, but you probably won't. This is just I just had luck, basically. This is like the chocolate covered brownie. You're not going to really find one still good, but every once in a while one does pop up like this. And when I do videos on YouTube, it seems like I keep getting stuff that's usually bad pretty good. So it's just the good luck of doing a YouTube video. So with all that, thanks to you guys for watching. Like and subscribe if you guys want to see some more stuff later on. I plan on trying to keep on my schedule like I wasn't doing. So thank you guys for watching. Have a good one.